Yes, so ferry services taking travelers to Canadian port cities took a huge hit during the pandemic, including the Victoria Clipper, which has had to pivot dramatically during the pandemic in order to stay afloat. Traveling by boat is making a comeback. Major cruise lines are already docked in Seattle's waterfront, but just feet away, a Victoria Clipper decommissioned and not going anywhere for now.
Our vessels are not allowed to even go into Canadian waters.
David Gudgel is CEO of Clipper, a high-speed ferry service that travels from Seattle to Victoria, Canada. He recalls a moment when COVID changed everything.
We elected to stop service before the border closed, actually, on the 17th of March, 2020.
It led to laying off a staff of 200 or so during a normal season to about 20 people today. So when Gudgel heard about the U.S.-Canada border reopening for non-essential travel in mid-August, it was good news. But a year of setbacks has Gudgel feeling cautious.
There was a big caveat in that announcement. There wasn't a specific date, first of all.
We understand it's not an assurance at the moment.
Governor Jay Inslee on Friday sent this letter to the U.S. Secretary of State urging the reopening of the border as early as possible.
For a couple reasons. One, we want to make sure this happens. And second, it's very important for us to allow Canadians who are vaccinated to come to the United States as well.
Other services like the Ball Ferry line that travels from Port Angeles to Canada's Vancouver Island had to shutter completely during the pandemic. A rep saying they're waiting for a more specific roadmap from the Canadian government before they get back in motion. The Victoria Clipper also standing by before rehiring again.
We need to have a solid date that we can operate before we make that commitment.
The Clipper has been able to survive with routes to Friday Harbor and San Juan Island, which is in service right now. The whole process of rehiring staff and retraining them and also recertifying their boats could take up to 3 to 4 weeks. Live in Seattle, I'm Christine Pei, King 5 News.
All right.